Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be planning the week of, oh my goodness, January 6th to the 12th in my journey planner. So I did add more stickers. I don't remember what I showed before. I don't remember honestly, because I filmed that 3 weeks ago. So anyway, I pretty much added a card from the Coffee Monsters Co. because I got this order, I think before the new year. So yeah, and then I added a bunch of stickers. So I don't know if you saw like these stickers yet, but then I also added a picture of Copa. This is my Pekingese. So yeah, pretty much he turned 6 on the 1st, so he's the New Year's baby, so very easy to remember his birthday. But yeah, pretty much that is that. And then I don't think I showed this, but I pretty much put a washi tape because it actually cracked in the spine, which I was very surprised about because my sterling ink didn't have that issue. So I don't know, maybe because it's so thick. But anyway, I didn't really use this page or mark anything as of yet because last year I used it to mark my paydays, and then in April I got laid off. So yeah, pretty much I'm actually hoping something coming up will be exciting. So we shall see. Anyway, maybe I can mark my payday soon. But anyway, the page after this, it is pretty much a grid page. So I just tipped in a vellum sheet from the Coffee Monsters Co. I got this order, I'm pretty sure the 30th. So I was just playing around with it. I plan on putting my vision board here maybe, and then maybe a letter to myself, but I haven't decided. And then here I wrote down nothing in the annual goals. I don't really do this type of goal planning, but I should. Anyway, the next few pages, or next page, I just wrote down my books because how the sterling ink planner is laid out. I kind of have to play around how I mark my books that I read. So I actually finished a book already in the first week of the new year, so that's pretty impressive for myself. But I also should mention that I think I started this book like mid-December, but I kind of like wanted to read to finish it, so because there's 2 other books, but this book doesn't come out until mid-January, I believe. So anyway, and then here I'm just marking down how many steps I did, and then if I completed my circles. And of course, the first day of the year I did not complete 2 of the circles. I was so close. I was like 1 off from it. I was like, why? But then again, I slept in that day. So that is pretty much that. And then in the trackers, I pretty much wrote down read, design, which technically I read every day, but I just wanted to mark it down. Design, pack orders, USPS drop, so if I drop any orders at the post office, I'll just mark it down with X's. And then no spend, so far 2 days of no spend, and this X is kind of bugging me, but I'll fix that later. And then here I actually used a graph, or like this is a graph, but pretty much to mark how many hours of sleep I got, and then my mood, and then here is the key to my mood. So I have angry, annoyed, productive, happy, relaxed, sick, tired, and average, and sad and lonely. So far I haven't been sad or lonely, but pretty much averaged. And I am getting over a cough that my brother decided to give me, and he still has it, and he just coughs, and I'm just like, bro, just get away from me. So anyway, and then I marked down if I journal, and that is in my daily planner. So that is pretty much that. And then I added an extra tab here at the top. Sorry. And this is to mark my meals. It's literally like fast food doodles. So I thought that was clever. Anyway, so pretty much I don't really eat breakfast because I wake up a little later, but then I'm not hungry until like lunchtime. So yeah, pretty much I just marked down my lunch and dinner, and I totally forgot to mark my waters, but I have a 32-ounce bottle, so if I drink 2 of those bottles in a day, then I drink 8 cups of water, so that works out. Anyway, Then the next tab goes into my monthly. So sometimes I write down everything that I know that's going to happen, and then after that day ends, I will write down what happened, and then if it's like highlight worthy. So then after that, I would use my pencil. So last year I used a gel pen, but then I would get confused between my gray one and my black one. So there are some days that were black ink with the cross, and then there's some days with a gray line. So instead, I'm just going to use my pencil, but I actually have to be careful with this pencil because I just stabbed myself really bad. Anyway, so that is pretty much the monthly. And now going into the weekly, I was going to do a plan with me, but I honestly didn't know how I wanted to plan this week. So this is how I did it. It is kind of like repetitive of what I wrote in my dailies, but just an overview, if that makes sense. So, but I think moving forward, I'm going to mark down things that I know is going to happen, and then I can always fill it in later on. And try to like time manage my life, if that makes sense. So trying to put a routine in my current lifestyle right now. So yeah, and then before I begin my plan with me, I would flip to my daily spreads. So pretty much I'm not writing down any journaling or anything like that. That all goes into my daily planner, so that's why I can share my dailies here. So anyway, this pretty much includes like any birthdays, subscriber counts. I don't know. Sometimes, like for me, I like to mark things in the beginning, and then once in a while, it's not like I'm like constantly looking at numbers other than how many orders I received. That is in my shop planner. So anyway, so right here I'm just marking down when I wake up, if I'm reading, lunch and dinner. Even though I mark it in here, I also want to mark what time I actually ate, because honestly that could be any time here. So pretty much I marked down if I worked on orders and such. There was this huge order of sticker covers. Someone ordered 42 sticker covers, so I had to make sure I had them all. This is not the full list because I was only able to fit this many. And I didn't want to work on the first, but I had to get things done because I kind of slacked off on, not really slacked off, but I'm trying to put a routine, if that makes sense. And also like that balance of work-life balance. And having the shop keeps me busy, but I also want to prioritize my well-being, if that makes sense. So I kind of decided not to work over the weekends, and just the processing time will just be the weekdays, if that makes sense, excluding holidays and stuff. But pretty much I am trying my best not to work on weekends, other than if I do get my full-time job, then I will continue working on weekends. But currently in this stage of, or this point of my life, right now I don't have a job or a full-time job. I have my Etsy, but I also want to make sure that, okay, I'm working only the weekdays as opposed to the weekends, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm just going on a whole tangent on that, but pretty much I just pretty much had to work on the first because I kind of like pushed back everything and decided not to work on some things I should have worked on before. But anyway, like I believe the 31st I worked on like new covers because I wanted to get those out before the new year. So then in 2025 I can have a fresh start of covers and designs that comes, like the art sets that releases in 2025 to be in the 2025 design covers, if that makes sense, listing. So that is pretty much that. And then yeah, I pretty much had dinner with my friend and other stuff. We pretty much caught up on a lot of things. And yeah, I had every intention of posting a video, but I decided not to. Because one, I also lost my voice because of my brother. And also once I get sick or like get something, it's very hard for me to get it away, if that makes sense. So, and also my this weekend was pretty busy. Not to the point where I'm like, I couldn't do everything that I wanted to do, but pretty much my dad wanted to go to Chinatown, because in New York City, congestion pricing has begun. So, or was going to start the next day, so my dad wanted to go before he had to pay anything, but he's not planning on driving to the city or anything like that because he rarely does that anyway. We usually take public transportation regardless. So anyway, that is what my dad wanted to do, so me and my mom just went along with him, and yeah, we just spent like the late afternoon in Chinatown. And since we had the car, we just stocked up on Asian markets stuff, because it's actually, there's like a place, like if you go to different places, there's different prices. So we went to the best place to get all the good stuff. So anyway, and then on to Sunday, pretty much not really much happened other than I had a dentist appointment, and I did not realize that they don't use fluoride anymore because, I don't know, the insurance doesn't cover it. So I was like, that's it. After he like removed all the plaque and stuff, TMI, but yeah, pretty much I was like, that's it? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't sure, and I didn't know. I wish they told us beforehand. I was like, huh? But anyway, after that, I watched the Golden Globes with my family. Literally, I had it on playing in the background, and we had a game night. So now moving into the following week, I just went on a whole 11-minute tangent of like going through this planner right now. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's move into the plan with me. So pretty much I think I'm going to continue doing what like here. Like I like how I distinguish like this time is where I cut off everything from shop stuff, even though I like did some days where I did shop stuff after dinner time. I'm trying not to, if that makes sense. So like I want to have like, okay, in the mornings I work on shop stuff, and then at nighttime I can do my things, if that makes sense. So starting off, and I can also show you what I did last year. Like I took this idea from, what do you call it? Just Be with Yuria. So yeah, pretty much she had like I forgot what this is called. The Alistair method? Maybe? So pretty much you had like, you write down Monday through Sunday here, task, and it wasn't really like beneficial for me in a way because I didn't really have that many tasks other than working on orders and other stuff. Like I don't have household tasks as much. And then I just marked my TV shows, highlights, which technically I didn't even fill out. I kind of gave up after a certain point. And then I did another spread like this where I just like separated in each group. Like if I had any packages, TV shows, and then my study. And also I want to schedule some time to study as well because I'm restarting my CPA journey. I kind of took a break after I failed the last one. So yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I'll play around with different layouts. So anyway, now, getting into the actual plan with me. So it is actually currently Monday that I'm filming this. So most of the day has already gone past. And also, I should mention that I noticed some people were saying how like their pens were bleeding. I've been using the Energel Clenna in 05. I could use a smaller tip, but I don't really like the scratchiness. But I haven't had any bleeding so far. But obviously with Tomo River paper, there is like that like ghosting effect. Or you can see the next page because the paper is so thin. But if that doesn't really bother you, I would suggest using the Energel Clenna. I do have the, what do you call it? The Pilot fountain pen ink. And this is with the Twisby Eco, but it has no bleeding. And obviously you can still see it through the page. See the words through the page, but it's not bleeding through. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know about that because I had some people comment that they're having trouble with the paper. So anyway, and even with the other color pens, I don't really have that issue either. So pretty much I'm going to mark down like, I don't really have that many things to mark down this week. Actually, maybe I do. I'm looking at the wrong planner because this is the actual planner. So I do have an interview this week, which is pretty exciting. And I also have a therapy appointment, and I am very proud of myself because, like, within like a month and a half of talking to a therapist, it actually helped me analyze my life and like push myself beyond that like, she calls it a blindness, or like I have a blindness because I have an anxiety disorder, or like how she put it. So she's actually very happy that I'm pushing past that point, and actually I feel happier than before, especially within the 8 months that since I got laid off, like considering last year. Like, I just feel much more happier and at peace with the situation. So anyway, so now currently, instead of weekly that I'm seeing her bi-weekly, which is very good. So anyway, I do have a therapy appointment, and I believe it's 45 minutes. Honestly, I don't remember. And then I did wake up a little later today, because I did go to sleep later. So I woke up at 10. Don't judge. And then I actually packed orders this morning. Packed a few, or a bunch actually. Packed orders. And I'm also trying to go to the post office during the week because I don't want to, I feel like I'm rushing to get orders packed on weekends and then dropping them off before the cutoff time, because the post office closes at 1 p.m. and I feel like I'm being rushed. So anyway, I'm going to drop off packages to the post office on Wednesday. And also I want to, like, I usually get the manifest now because I had a situation where I dropped off the order, but it was never scanned at all, ever. And yeah, pretty much I couldn't do anything because I didn't have a confirmation that it was dropped off, nor did, I don't know, something happened, but at least it was, like, it wasn't a big order, but it was still something. So yeah, now I'm just doing where I have to line up and just scan the manifest that I can get from either Etsy and Shopify, so, which is good. Anyway, so I think after that, I have my interview, which is 30 minutes long. So wish me luck. And also I want to prepare for the interview, so I think I might start it today. Actually, I'll start it tomorrow, after my therapy appointment. So, interview prep. Like, I looked at some things last week, but I didn't really do much with it. I like to write down, like, jot notes down, and such. And tonight for dinner, my brother texted me. So, sorry, it was like, what the heck would my brother want? Anyway, so, dinner, I think we're gonna have, oh my goodness, forgot what it was called. I think it's cheesesteak wrap. Oh my goodness. Cheese steak wrap. Honestly, I don't know what's for dinner for tomorrow, because my mom, for the past week, she was the one defrosting food, or like defrosting the meat and stuff in the fridge, so I don't know what's tomorrow. So I'll have to write that down later on. And so I thought I was getting a package today, but I don't think so. let's see. Oh, and I also want to design customs. So for the orders that were placed last week, and hold on, I thought my package was supposed to be delivered today. No, I guess it'll be tomorrow because it's still moving through the network. Where is this location? Sorry, I'm just looking at the tracking number right now. I don't know where this zip code is. Where is this zip code? Oh. Oh, it's in Williamsburg. Or next to Williamsburg. So maybe it'll be here tomorrow, but I won't write it. So that is my mystery kit, and then I don't think I have anything else. Nope. Only have one order. Actually, 2 orders. I ordered something in from Hong Kong, so that probably won't be here until later on. So I guess that is pretty much it. Design customs. I also have to print planners, which I will most likely have to do tomorrow because it is already past 5. These are other planners that came after, or like within the last few days. I'm like, what are words anymore? So, and I also have to print and cut stickers, so that will probably be this whole week. Or I try to, like, if I know when I'm dropping off packages, I'll try to batch things where I can get them all out or try my best to get them all out within one drop off instead of going back again later on. But I don't mind walking to the post office sometimes because it gives me my steps, if that makes sense. So I think that is pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else, which, nope. Oh, I have to give my dogs their medication. It's also my cousin's birthday. He is 15 years older than me, so I don't know why I mentioned it, but it's kind of funny because literally me and him, between me and him is 15 years. Then me and the cousin, like I was the youngest, and then my uncle decided, who's older than my dad, decided to have kids later in life. So I'm not the youngest anymore. There's 2 more younger ones than me, so we're each 15 years apart. But they're obviously, between me and the youngest, there's no one. But between me and the oldest, there's a bunch. Anyway, that's a whole thing with my family. It's like the age gaps are so big. So I think I'm going to mark it here. And then have to give them their medication or their preventatives. My goodness, that is a horrible S. Oh, and then it was also President Carter's state funeral, or like it ends on the 9th. Like he lies in Capitol Tuesday to Thursday, and then his funeral official end where he'll be transported back, or there's the funeral and then transported back and laid to rest in Plains, Georgia, I believe. So I believe it starts at 10 or 9:30. So I do want to watch that. And crazy fact is, my dad, when he came to America, he was the president. So how time flies. And he lived to 100, which is really outstanding. So anyway, so I wanted to watch that. President Carter funeral. And I don't know how long it takes, or how long the funeral is, so I know some outlets or like news outlets showed the time schedule, but I don't really need to mark it like that. I can just mark it in my dailies, but I just wanted to mark it here. And then Thursday, I don't think I have anything else. I guess I'll do another interview prep. Interview prep. And then I guess I'll do some design work on some new items in the shop. And I believe next week, Kitnish just said she will have new art based off of her January monthly. So maybe I'll have something for next week. And I don't think I have anything else. Oh, why didn't I mark my videos? Duh. Oh, I also want to mark my TV shows because fall, or not fall, it's not fall anymore. Spring shows are back. Technically it's the winter schedule, but I just call it the spring because I don't know. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, my YouTube video, which technically I did get some stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. Oh my goodness. This is the pile of stuff that I got from the Coffee Monsters Co. Oh, is my brother getting paid? Yes, he is. So I have to do his budget. We have decided that he's no longer using his debit card. We have established that we're no longer using his debit card, and he only gets cash. Whatever cash he has he can only use, and that is it. No more, no less. Well, he gets one every day. So why didn't I get? I think I got TV stickers, but then I didn't get anything else. So do I really need it like that? I don't think so. Ooh, totally forgot I got this. I have to remember to use it. And I'm trying not to use stickers in here, but aside from the cover. But anyway, I don't know. Haven't decided. Fully committed to that yet. So maybe I'll add some stickers. Since I have a bunch of holiday stickers that I purchased, I have no idea why I purchased 10 of these. Like I have last year's and this year's. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm pretty sure I'm just going to mark them down here in that empty space where there's no times. But I should also mark my brother's payday. And technically he gets paid on Tuesday, but his pay is very weird. Like it doesn't all go at once. Like one will go at the end of the day and then it won't show until Wednesday. So honestly, I should just mark it here. Payday. And then I have to budget. And then also my brother's car note or car payment hits on Saturday, but I don't think it hits because it's a weekend. So it might hit on Monday. Haven't decided. I'll just mark it here. Car payment. And I'm trying to get him, like, he still has 28, I calculated where roughly around 28 months left to pay it off. And I'm just like, if we can get an extra payment this year, maybe it'll be less in the long run, like less interest. So I'm trying to take some money out and save it. And he also wants to save for like fishing trips and other stuff. So I don't know, like he wants to do a lot of things, but I'm just like, bro, you have to save for it. And then he's like, I like to live my lifestyle, or like live life how I like to live life. And I'm like, okay, but then you're not saving anything, so in the future you have nothing. I don't know, he just thinks of now but not in the future. So that is my brother. Anyway, I believe that is it. Kevin's birthday, got that interview, got that TV shows, but I also want to mark my, is there an award show? When is the Critics' Choice Awards? Let's see. Oh. Oh. Okay. The Critics' Choice Awards is this Sunday. So, I think it's from broadcast on E from 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Critics Choice Awards. Okay, and that is that. And then TV shows. I'm like, what am I looking for? Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, now it's gonna load slowly. Now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I watched this already. Oh, that's why. So today there is Brilliant Minds, but I technically watch it the next day. So, Brilliant. And I believe this is the season finale. I'm hoping that it gets renewed. Brilliant Minds season 2. Haven't been decided yet, so we shall see. Hopefully it does, because it's pretty good. So then tomorrow, technically, there are a few TV shows. There's Doc, which is a new show on Fox. Then Will Trent, High Potential, The Rookie, and The Irrational. Okay, and then Wednesday, oh my goodness, my favorites. Chicago, Med, Fire, and PD, which I just write Med, Fire, and PD. And then Wild Cards, that's on the CW. And then Thursday, The Pit. I believe that's on Max. Yes. And The Sex Lives of College Girls, which TSLOCG. And then that is pretty much it for this week. So yeah, that is pretty much the plot with me. I know it's not as full as this week, but I pretty much did this in like every day. So it will eventually get to that point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plot with me, and yeah, maybe next week I'll do something different with the layout, but I'm still testing this layout out because this is kind of new. technically not new, but I don't know how I want to use the weekly spreads, if that makes sense. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!